This is Wood Property's leasing process when one renter is moving out of a property and another renter is moving in. My name's Andrew Wood. It's a reasonably complex process, so I'll try and keep it reasonably simple for you. So the first thing that really happens is when a tenant provides or a renter provides what's called a notice to vacate, which triggers this whole thing. So they basically say they've loved living here, but they're going to move out. They are required to provide 28 days notice to the vacate date. The first thing that we do when this happens is contact the owner to let them know that the renter is moving out and just check that they're happy to release the property and agree what that new rent or asking rent should be. So once that's approved, we can then start the marketing process and we can start doing inspections 21 days prior to the vacate date in here. So from the marketing, we do online advertising predominantly on things like realestate.com and Domain, a blast out to all of our renters via email and text, and then start doing inspections with prospective renters. All the time, again, keeping the owner updated as to how the marketing and those inspections are going. So we've done the vacate, that's started, we've got the marketing underway. We now start getting applications from potential new renters. The first thing that we do as Wood Property is obviously check that those applications are suitable. And again, go back to the owner and check that they're happy. Similarly with those that new renter's application. If the owner's happy and we're happy, we can then let the new renter know the good news that they've got a new property, and we agree what's called a start date. And that is the date for the new renter, obviously, to move in. Now, this whole process is really designed to try and minimise the gap between the vacate date and the start date, because in that period there's no rent being received from the property, and that's the period that we try to minimise. As we approach this vacate date, we need to then go back to this new original renter and do the final inspection. So that's the inspection with that existing renter to make sure that the property is as exactly as they left it and for them to be entitled to receive their bond. Just prior to the start date, we then do the new condition report for the new renter, which is a really detailed report with lots of photographs recording exactly the condition of the property prior to that actual renter moving in. And that is the condition report that we use at the end of their lease, again, to check that it's been left in the condition that they moved in. On this start date here, the new renter comes and collects the keys and does any inductions and things that we require, obviously pays their bond, they've signed the lease, they've paid their first month's rent, and they can move in. So that's the process. We go from one renter moving out through the marketing, processing the applications, to the new renter moving in, all the while keeping the owner updated as to the process and everything that's going on. If you have any questions about that, please contact Wood Property. Be very happy to go through it with you. I hope that helps.